Here from Allie LaForce on the sideline. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. We've got Jalen Brunson. Hart is out there with Towns. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. And for Philadelphia. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Then it's George. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Barlow in the slot. Taking a look at New York. They have a real opportunity here to take total control of this series with the win here tonight.
And that would all... When you won the first 2 games, you know that victory in Game 3 all but punches your ticket to the conference finals.
Now here's Towns. Shoots over Embiid. And that one's good. Towns has got the first basket of the game for the Knicks.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area. And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Barlow passes to Embiid. Over Towns. Knicks with the rebound. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. Coach talked about avoiding bumping Brunson on drives. He told me sometimes Jalen moves into defenders and you can almost pull the chair if you remove yourself. Let him slip his momentum in a direction without allowing him to revert to shooting. We think it can make a difference. Kevin, back over to you.
And Allie, thanks so much.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. On the wing, Bridges. 6 to shoot. From deep. Towns, no luck.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Barlow. George with the bounce pass. Edgecombe, no good.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And Towns gets it to go.
And I'll tell you, offense comes really easy to Big Cat.
Embiid with a screen on Brunson. Maxey kicks to Embiid. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Anunoby. Here's Hart. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Look, inside, Embiid just has all the tools for success. The height, the power, and more importantly, the tenacity.
It's tipped and stolen by Maxey. Here's Edgecombe. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. They come into this game following a tremendous win on Wednesday.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And they backed it up with their play, got production from everyone, and they were able to walk the walk on the offensive end. You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Towns, a screen on Maxey. Hart kicks to Towns. 5 to shoot. Swiped away. And here's George for 3. Good D by Anunoby. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Good on the shot. Towns has got 6 points. Philadelphia has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Embiid sets the pick for Edgecombe. Maxey against Brunson. Maxey, no good.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Bridges outside. No good with the triple. 76ers trailing. Down low. Here's Edgecombe. He can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Hart. Pass to Brunson. Anunoby outside. To the inside. A kick out to Towns. Misses the 3. 76ers have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Here's Edgecombe. And Bridges with the block.
Got to be careful shooting with Bridges roaming nearby because he's good at coming up with rejections.
Pass to Towns. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The 76ers shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Now here's Embiid. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Drummond's checked in for Embiid. The Knicks with the lead. Brunson the pass to Hart. Left side, Towns. Over Drummond. And the Knicks miss again.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Maxey against Hart. Drummond the screen. And stolen by Anunoby. Pass to Towns. Launches a 3. Arlo grabs the rebound. Arlo's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Inside, stolen by George. To the paint. They need this one. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Yeah, that felt like PG was baiting the defenders there. Great use of the pick.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Both teams will make substitutions. The Knicks have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. And stolen by Drummond. Here's Grimes. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. New York shooting around 46% at this point. New York, no good that time either. Philadelphia's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Anunoby, good. And the Knicks lead by 2. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Knicks?
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
Grimes passes to Drummond. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Aggressive defense. The battle with Drummond inside is a collision waiting to happen.
Here's Grimes. A miss that time. Would have put him up. For New York, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Anunoby outside. Plenty of space. Robinson kicks to Anunoby. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Robinson. Edwards, he's checked in for the 76ers. The 76ers shooting just 35% to start the game. And Drummond throws it down.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
The Knicks trailing. McBride passes to Robinson. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul. On the wing, Anunoby. Edwards defending. Basket counts. Anunoby's got 6 points.
Powerful move by Anunoby inside. He really attacks when he's in close like that.
And Jose Alvarado is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the Knicks. Back to Watford. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Grimes.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
Alvarado passes to Robinson. Here's McBride. Off target with his 3.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pass to Drummond. Back to Watford. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the 76ers lead by 2.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Alvarado passes to Anunoby. Back to Alvarado. Here's McBride. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Anunoby against Edwards. Pass to Oubre. Back to Watford. 3-pointer. No good on the shot.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Here's Anunoby, and the dunk by Robinson.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Watford. He's defended by Alvarado. Clarkson on the wing, to the middle. Here's McBride, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Oubre passes to Grimes. Over McBride. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Knicks lead by 2. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And you are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's Paul George. And it's Barlow in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. The 76ers shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Maxey looking it over. Off target from three-point range.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
It's good.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open 3, that's the key to efficient offense.
Here's Edgecombe. He has yet to score. Shoots over Shannon, and Edgecombe gets it to go. Edgecombe's got it all tied up now for Philadelphia. Hart outside. Bridges against George. Hart outside. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Towns, he's checked in for New York. The 76ers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Pass to Edgecombe. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Embiid. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Here's Bridges. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. And the Knicks lead by 2.
That's a tough shot, but Bridges with the determination.
Pass to Embiid. Here's Edgecombe. Back to Embiid. Now Maxey. Brunson covering. Clock at 4. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Edgecombe, no good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Towns, a screen on Maxey. Outside, Towns. Deflects the pass. Fires from way outside. Out to Bridges. Edgecombe with the steal. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity.
Such a well-rounded player. George is equally dangerous in the half court and in transition.
Bridges outside. Brunson finds Bridges. Towns high post. Down to 5 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Hart, no good. The 76ers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Maxey passes to Embiid. Embiid is a monster in the lane. Wow!
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Brunson kicks to Shannon. Bridges with it. George picks him up. Brunson surveying the D. From outside, off the mark. 76ers have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Barlow. The shot's good on the assist by George. Barlow's got the lead up to 4 now for the 76ers. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Brunson, no good.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Maxey passes to George. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Now here's Brunson. Still yet to score. That's a 2 from Towns. That's short off the rim.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
From deep, Maxey. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Brunson. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Philadelphia leading by 4. Here's Barlow, and the rejection by Towns.
Oh, big cat saying no way.
Maxey against Brunson. Brunson downhill. That one good for 2. Brunson's got his first bucket of the night.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Miles McBride's checked in for New York. Jose Alvarado comes in for Jalen Brunson. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Here's Edgecombe. Pass to Oubre. Here's Edgecombe. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And let's be honest, they're winning in spite of his atrocious shooting performance.
Alvarado passes to Towns. Takes a step back. Hart finds Towns. A shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. 8 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Philadelphia's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Drummond sets the screen for Edgecombe. And Andre Drummond, the bucket on the assist by Edgecombe.
Drummond, a huge target rolling to the rim.
Pass to McBride. Back to Hart. Towns for three. Oubre pulls it in.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
George against Hart. George with the bucket. And now a 4-point Philadelphia lead.
He's had a rough start to this game, and that's being nice. But he's gotten back on track here in the second.
Towns kicks to Hart. Towns, the pass to Alvarado. Shoots the three. Karl Anthony Towns, and that's good. Towns has got 5 points now this quarter.
And this is what makes Towns so special, that ability to hit with consistency from range.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now, here's Hart. Pass to Alvarado. New York moving the ball around. McBride's shot is off. Philadelphia leading by 3. Now Edgecombe. Beyond the arc. The rebound by McBride. Pass to Alvarado. Outside, Towns. Hart the pass to Towns. In the corner. Shamet with it. Over George. And it's Shamet missing. For Philadelphia, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter. A nice, efficient 50%. And George gets it to go.
And George is great at finishing around the rim. We don't see that in a lot of wings these days.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Edwards, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Brendan Watford comes in for Edgecombe. And then for New York, Robinson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. OG Anunoby comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Clarkson in for Landry Shamet. Knicks trail by 5. Alvarado passes to Anunoby. Pass to Robinson. Here's Alvarado. It's stolen by Edwards. It's Grimes on the wing. No good on the three. The Knicks shooting 31% in the second. Some poor shot selection for them in this quarter. Clarkson finds Alvarado. Anunoby against Drummond. Robinson passes to McBride. Shot clock at 2. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Watford with it to the inside. Oubre, good. Now it's a 7-point 76ers lead.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Robinson a screen on Edwards. Up top, Anunoby. Edwards defending. Anunoby kicks to Robinson. Here's McBride. New York, no good that time either.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. This is his first free throw of the game. That's good from Watford. And Watford drops them both. Knicks trail by 9. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Robinson sets a screen for Anunoby. They need this. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Drummond's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Robinson, and then Robinson slams it in.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Here's Watford. Pass to Drummond. Here's Oubre. Robinson with the block. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Now, here's Anunoby. He has 6. To the left wing, Alvarado passes to McBride. No good on the triple. And so it's Philadelphia heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime, and we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
Some great postseason action in the first half of play. A healthy lead has been built for the Philadelphia 76ers.
I mean, when you go inside and impose your will this way, you're delivering a gut punch.
Yeah, there's a whole other half to go, but the way they're winning this makes them the heavy favorite now. Taking a look at the situation for the Philadelphia 76ers. I'll get straight to it, Kenny. Is this a must-win game for them?
They might not want to admit it, Ernie, but this is a must-win game. I look at this team and I think, if they drop this one, it's going to get into their heads and they're not coming back.
Stop it, Kenny. It's not over yet. They know how to respond when their backs are against the walls.
Well, I guess we'll just have to see how it plays out, huh? And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. You look at Towns, he's really been playing well.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
Philadelphia leading by 7, and New York looking at who they've got. They've got Karl Anthony Towns, Anunoby out there with Hart. Then it's Jalen Brunson, and it's Bridges in at the shooting guard.
How did he brick that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
Brunson, and Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Barlow passes to Maxey. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Hart.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
New York shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And one of the game's elite shooters, and Towns' sweet stroke definitely extends to the free throw line.
Maxey against Brunson. Now here's Embiid. Not a lot of room. The strength of Embiid on display. And so it's New York with it. Bridges outside. Edgecombe with the steal. There's the drive. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
And man, this kid, Edgecombe, is special. He just gets off the ground so fast to throw it down.
Brunson kicks to Anunoby. Outside, Towns. New York, no good that time either. Philadelphia leading by 8. Pass to Barlow. Now Edgecombe. George finds Embiid. Shoots over Towns. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. 13 points for Joel Embiid.
The offensive arsenal of Embiid is phenomenal. He's capable of scoring in a multitude of ways.
And Towns gets it to go.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
George with the screen on Hart. Here's Barlow. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
Yeah, they're going for the throat. Anunoby outside. Pass to Towns. Some nice passing by New York here. 4 on the clock. Lets it go with a 3. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. Towns has got 9 points here in the second half. Now Edgecombe. Outside, George. Offensive rebound. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, don't make a habit of this. We've seen games where Embiid shoots 20 free throws or more. He is so good at getting himself to the line.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. That free throw, no good.
It's tough to find things to not love about Embiid's game. It's so complete. He's a true two-way player who is a nightmare you have to deal with on both ends.
Landry Shamet's checked in for Anunoby. And he sinks the second. Knicks trail by 7. Hart outside. Back to Brunson. Lets the 3 fly. Barlow grabs the rebound. Barlow's got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside, Maxey. The 76ers with another miss. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for New York. The call will be against VJ Edgecombe. That is his first foul of the game. Brunson against Maxey.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Here's Hart. No good on the quick 3.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Over in the corner, Edgecombe. Lets it go from deep. The 76ers again can't hit it. Knicks trail by 7. And here's Brunson outside. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Barlow's got his 8th rebound here tonight. George looking around. And George with the stuff.
I like when George finishes with authority, leaving no room for error.
Brunson the pass to Hart. Brunson against Maxey. Towns the screen. Shot clock at 5. Here's Hart. And the Knicks miss again.
Yeah, it feels like he's forcing things, which will happen. He's trying to help his team.
Pass to Edgecombe. Embiid sets the pick for Edgecombe. The 19-foot shot. It's rebounded by New York. Towns kicks to Brunson. Back to Towns. Trying to get something going. And Towns throws it down.
And this is what Towns is capable of. He's an incredibly gifted offensive weapon who can score at all 3 levels.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Some changes for Philadelphia. Brendan Watford's checked in for Embiid. Kelly Oubre comes in for George. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Edgecombe. And New York with a change here, too. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. A different look for New York. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Jalen Brunson. Grimes with it. He's against Bridges. Kicks it out to Maxey for three. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. It's Hart on the wing. Covered by Watford. Clarkson outside. Up top, Hart. The shot. And it's Grimes with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
They get it back. And slam dunk by Watford.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
New York, no good that time either.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Alvarado finds Robinson. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Drills the three-pointer. Clarkson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
A fine shooter from deep. Clarkson has a good feel for when to let it fly.
Inside, it's deflected. Stolen by Robinson. Clarkson passes to Alvarado. Bridges outside. And stolen by Maxey. Pass to Barlow. Bridges with the steal. Robinson a screen on Maxey. Bridges for three. Out to Clarkson. Hart with the screen for Clarkson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bridges. Rebound by the 76ers. Barlow's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Down low, Maxey lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Maxey's got 5 now.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Hart. And the Knicks miss again.
More than a few bad breaks for him this quarter. He's struggling, and the team is following suit on the scoreboard.
Maxey passes to Grimes. Off target from outside.
And he's missed every single shot he's attempted today, but somehow they're still in the lead.
Alvarado finds Hart. And here is Robinson. And then Robinson slams it in.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Drummond's checked in for Philadelphia. Edwards comes in for Brendan Watford. Anunoby, he's checked in for New York. Miles McBride comes in for Bridges. Clarkson against Edwards. Grimes passes to Maxey. Oubre sets the screen for Maxey. The 17-footer. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. McBride on the wing. He's guarded by Grimes. Robinson kicks to Anunoby. Just 5 to shoot. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter. And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Knicks trail by 12. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Anunoby. McBride on the wing. It's and dishes to Robinson. Over Drummond. Robinson misses.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Drummond working against Robinson. And it's Drummond missing. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. New York moving it around. Anunoby outside. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Edwards passes to Maxey. Jacks up a 3. The shot will not fall. And so it's Philadelphia up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Right back after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinal. George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. And it's Edwards in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Bridges against George. Embiid with a screen on Bridges. George, that's a 2-pointer. The rebound by McBride. McBride's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Brunson. Out to Bridges. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got his 3rd assist on the night.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Anunoby outside. Left side, Towns. Shoots over Embiid. Towns, no luck. Philadelphia leading by 11. Pass to Edgecombe. Edwards kicks to George. Here's Embiid. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Out to the right wing. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Brunson. And that's now 24 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Maxey passes to Embiid. Here's the 3. Maxey, no good.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Here's Brunson. Drives to the hoop. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Brunson's got it back down to within single digits for the Knicks. Pass to Edgecombe. Outside, George. Embiid with a screen on Anunoby. George, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
It's Brunson, top of the key. A shot missing. Some solid defense from Maxey. To the paint, here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
And how about
breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. The 76ers making a switch here. Arlo's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Miles McBride. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. He said to them, "You guys look defeated out there. Wake up. This game is far from over, but I need you all to believe that. I need you to fight for one another right now."
Allie, thank you so much. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the New York Knicks. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. To the middle, here's Barlow. That ball's nice feed that time from George. George has got 5 assists in the game. Hart outside. Here's Brunson. Outworking the defense again, Brunson.
And defense is all over Brunson inside, but still manages to outmaneuver them for the deuce.
And Bede with a screen on Bridges. Here's Edgecombe. And he makes good on the layup. Edgecombe's got the lead up to 13 now for the 76ers.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Now here's Towns. Defense right on him. Brunson with the defense all over him.
Strong move. Brunson just bruising his way inside.
Outside, George. There's the screen. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by New York.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from 3, and he's pretty good from there.
Brunson, left side. And now Philadelphia on the break. And slam dunk by Maxey.
He's a small guy with big hops. Maxey goes up high for that finish.
Brunson against Maxey. Hart outside. Out to Brunson. Maxey passes to Embiid. Now Edgecombe. Pass to Embiid. Here's Barlow. There's the 3. Rebounded by Hart. The kick out to Anunoby. And the 3 off target. The 76ers leading by 13. Right side George. From outside the arc, it's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Here's Brunson. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Pass to Edgecombe. Here's Barlow. Defended by Hart. Now here's Embiid. 76ers moving the ball around. From deep, Maxey. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Back to Hart. Towns down low. Guarded by Embiid. And it's Towns missing. For Philadelphia, they've gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Towns with the steal. In the corner, it's Bridges. Pass to Anunoby. Brunson outside. Clock at 6. Trying to end the drought. Some solid defense from Maxey.
Just enough resistance to force them as barely. That's one he'll generally make.
The 76ers again can't hit it. Knicks trail by 13. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Maxey.
And what you love about Anunoby, he just keeps working. He just keeps coming at you.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Jose Alvarado, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. No good on the second free throw.
And one thing you can count on from Anunoby is effort on both ends. He's a key part of this team.
Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. Latrey cans it from downtown. And the 76ers lead by 15.
Something seemed to click for him at halftime. He's looked a lot more focused, and the game is just easy for him now.
Outside, Towns. Over to the wing. From the arc. Embiid with the rebound.
Also a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Now Maxey. Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. The shot is off. Knicks trail by 15. Here's Anunoby. Towns down low. Hart fires. Off target from outside.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Now Embiid. Missed on the three. Towns, a screen on Maxey. Now Hart. Towns is doubled. Beyond the arc. A three-pointer. Good.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Up top, Maxey. .129 left to play here in the fourth. 4 on the shot clock. Towns with the rebound. Knicks trail by 12. Got a piece of it. Edgecombe with the steal. Now Maxey. Now Embiid. From inside, and that one drops.
And game 3 will go in the record books here. Lots of energy out there tonight, and an important win for the 76ers.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And this really was a must-win, not literally, but in an emotional sort of way.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you're down 2-0 in a series like this, you cannot afford to drop that third game. It's basically lights out. This win tonight, guys, this breathes a whole new life into this series.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Tyrese Maxey.
And we can't forget about his effort on defense, specifically how many steals he was able to grab. Just an absolute pest.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Things were looking bleak for him, obviously, coming into this game, but with tonight's win, Greg, they are right back in it.
And that's the fight this team has. They don't care what the odds are. They are going to keep.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. That'll do it for this broadcast.
You take a look at New York. They're firing on all cylinders, up 2-0 in the series. But now they enter a hostile environment.
Yeah, and that often affects your secondary scores the most. Some of the shots that go in at home don't on the road. They may need their stars to step up early in this one.
Now, New York starting 5. Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Towns in at the 5, roaming the paint. And New York has possession after the Sixers picked up a basket a moment ago. Towns down low. Embiid's there.
You can see why Embiid owns the inside. He's just so physical.
George, no good. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Right side, Brunson. Back to Hart. Towns on a screen. Hart passes to Towns. Excellent D there from Embiid.
Nothing more important than contesting layups and dunks. A great job defensively.
Here's Edgecombe. Brunson defending. Pass to Maxey. Just 5 to shoot. Over on Anunoby. And it's Maxey missing. And here's New York now. And here's Hart. Outside Brunson. Hart with a screen on George. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Off the mark there with a 3.
3 straight misses to begin the game. Not the start they were hoping for.
Inside. Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
At 7 feet tall, Embiid looks to dunk often, especially when he's got good positioning.
Towns outside. Bridges left side to end the drought. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
George outside. Pass to Barlow. Now Embiid. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Now Anunoby fires from deep. It's rebounded by Edgecombe.
Just 1 for 5. Not the start they were looking for. Obviously, there's still plenty of time to get on track.
Towns against Embiid. Embiid missing again. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Brunson against George. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. 6 to shoot. Brunson up top. Maxey covering. And it's Brunson missing.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Pass to Embiid. Fades. Embiid missing again. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Brunson against George. Now here's Brunson. He's covered closely. Drives to the hoop. That one's good. This game is all even.
Boy, how highly skilled is Jalen Brunson with the ball in his hands. The ability to get anywhere on the floor that he wants to go.
Back to Maxey. To stop the drought. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. The Knicks have gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. Well, right away, Coach shared his thoughts on Jalen Brunson. He said, quote, he's going to get hot. That's just a fact. But the moment that happens, we hope to trap him, double him, and throw water on that fire. There you have it. Sounds like Coach is hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst when it comes to Brunson. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Embiid misses. And the Knicks shooting just 25% from the field in the first quarter. Towns looking for an opening. Back to Brunson. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the long J. Brunson's got 5 points.
One of the things you love about Jalen Brunson, he takes quality shots. How about that look from 3?
So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Embiid passes to Barlow. Here's George. 4-3 after missing his first attempt. Now 1 for 2.
This guy practically automatic. Paul George in the catch and shoot. Look out.
The Knicks have gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. Harden will screen on Maxey. Here's Brunson. Banked it in off the glass. Brunson's gotten his third basket of the night.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Embiid, a screen on Brunson. To the inside. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Got it. Good job in the low post. Here's Embiid. Outside Maxey. The three is up. The Knicks with the rebound. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
The three from Edgecombe. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Towns on a screen. Here's Bridges. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Brunson against Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
And Embiid with the block.
Yeah, imposing his will. Embiid sending a message with that rejection.
Edgecombe, no good. Here's New York. They're on a 13-3 run. New York working the ball around now. Brunson against Maxey. Back to Anunoby. Fires the 3, and he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
Boy, just tremendous concentration on deep range. OG Anunoby, he's really coming along as a shooter.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. So New York going with almost an entirely new group here. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Towns. Clarkson comes in for Hart. McBride, he's checked in for Bridges. And Alvarado's subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Drummond with the screen. Prime shot is off.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Alvarado, the pass to Anunoby. Robinson, a screen on Drummond. Anunoby for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Pass to Drummond. Back to Maxey. Up and in on the layup.
Ooh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
Alvarado, the pass to McBride. Robinson, a screen on Oubre. To the paint. It's tipped. Stolen by Drummond. Fast break. Here comes Philadelphia. Here's Grimes. From the right block. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right through the back of the iron.
They ran that set to perfection and got a terrific look out of it.
Alvarado, the pass to Anunoby. Good. 3rd basket in 6 attempts.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Pass to Alvarado. Now here's Clarkson. Outside Anunoby. Back to Clarkson. Outside McBride. 4 on the clock. Misses the 3.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Oubre passes to Maxey. Drummond with the screen. Launches it. And Drummond with the jam.
Boy, power play by Andre Drummond. He has made a career out of stress testing the rims.
Outside Anunoby. Back to McBride. 41 seconds left now in the first quarter. On the attack, Oubre. Pass to Watford. Shoots over Anunoby. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give him a spark. Now here's Alvarado. He's scoreless. Knocked loose. Outside McBride. The three is up. That one is off. And so it's the New York Knicks leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped him build an advantage. We'll be right back with you shortly. And welcome back to our coverage of Game 3 on 2K Sports. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
We've got Edgecombe, Kelly Oubre out there with Edwards. Then there's Quentin Grimes, and it's Drummond in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. It's stolen by Oubre. Here we go, the Sixers on the break. Pass to Drummond, back to Oubre. Philadelphia moving it around. Down low. Here's Grimes. And the layup is good off the glass. Grimes has got his first points of the game.
Yeah, Grimes has the frame to work down low. I like when he gets inside.
Outside Robinson. And here's Hart with his first shot attempt. Another one falls for New York.
Well, these are the plays he's looking to make every single trip up the floor. Very offensive-minded guy.
Pass to Grimes. And a miss there on the triple. Knicks leading by 8. Hart passes to Alvarado. Outside Robinson. Oh, got a piece of it. Drummond with the ball. Hart covering. And he banks in the layup. Drummond's got his second basket.
Yeah, such a rarity these days, but Andre Drummond is a true 5. The guy wants to work on the interior.
Robinson, a screen on Edwards. Pass to Shaman. Clock at 6. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. For Philadelphia, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's Grimes. Here's Drummond. Oh, the jam by Drummond.
Oh, Andre Drummond putting a little sauce on the dunk. All right, Andre.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. And for New York, they're shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Alvarado, the pass to Hart. Robinson, a screen on Oubre. Pass to Edgecombe. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Here's Shamet. It's rebounded by Edgecombe. 76ers trail by 4. Now Drummond. It's to Edgecombe. Outside Grimes. Shot clock at 6. Oh, sweet move. Jams it in off the great move.
Wow, that's a big-time power play by Quentin Grimes. Nice finish.
Robinson, a screen on Edwards. Bridges passes to Robinson. Stolen by Drummond. Grimes up top. And the foul on Josh Hart. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the 76ers. Barlow's checked in for Drummond, and it's George in for Oubre. New York also changing it up. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for Robinson, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Alvarado. Now here's Grimes. George outside. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Hart. Can't tie it up. That one misses. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They held a 12-point lead earlier. To snap the cold streak. Rebound by Philadelphia. Here's George. Pass to Edgecombe. Back to George. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Mikal Bridges.
We call that masterful use of the pump fake. Paul George effective getting guys to jump on it.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throws of the night right here. That's good from George.
Well, you have to respect the career of Paul George. He has faced at one point a career-ending injury. He keeps battling to get back on the floor through constant injury.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Edwards. That one drops. He ties it up.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Pass to Shamet. Takes a 3. Knocks it down from distance. Shamet's got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, Josh Hart so willing to make the extra pass. This guy finds the best shot.
Outside Grimes. Philadelphia moving it around. Back to George. And it's New York with a rebound. To the middle. Here's Towns. Oh, Towns drops the hammer.
Big time slam by Karl Anthony Towns. Love when he's playing with this sort of aggression.
They set a pick. Inside. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Here's Brunson outside. And Grimes pulls it down. 76ers trail by 5. Pass to Embiid. Here's George. Out to the right wing. Outside Grimes. And the 3 off target. For New York, they've gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second.
Josh Hart hammering it down. That's a message right there.
Philadelphia has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Edgecombe. No points so far. To stop the run, George. The Knicks with the rebound. Bridges has got his 5th rebound in this one. Hart with a screen on George. Bridges passes to Hart. Pass to Shamet. There's the triple. No luck on that one. Grimes with a defensive effort. 76ers trail by 7. Here's Edgecombe. Brunson defending. Here's Barlow. To the paint. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Now here's Brunson. From downtown. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Towns has got 3 assists tonight. And for Philadelphia, they're shooting about 40% during the second quarter. So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Some changes for Philadelphia. Watford comes in for Barlow, and it's Maxey in for Grimes. New York also changing it up. OG Anunoby's checked in for Hart. Clarkson comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Miles McBride subbed in for Shamet. Here's Edgecombe. No points yet. Embiid. And some solid defense from Towns. Outside Brunson. Back to Towns. Left side Brunson. New York needs to get off a shot here. Anunoby can't get it to go. 76ers trail by 10. Pass to Edgecombe. And here's Watford. George scanning the floor. The Sixers again can't hit.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
And here's New York now. They've scored 10 straight.
Oh, my. How high does OG Anunoby get to finish that pass? Wow.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Back to Maxey. Screen by Embiid. Lets the three fly. The Knicks pull it in. Anunoby's got 4 rebounds now. Here's McBride. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
Pass to Embiid. Here's Edgecombe. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Yeah, and leaving no doubt. Edgecombe just flies to the rim.
Maxey against Brunson. Anunoby for 3. Paul George pulls down the board.
Boy, after dropping 2 triples in the first quarter, he hasn't hit another yet.
Philadelphia moving it around. Embiid inside. Covered by Towns. Embiid can't hit. New York with the ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Brunson finds Towns. Back to Brunson. Pass to McBride. Over Edgecombe. Here's Towns. Towns doing some work on the interior.
Well, shaky start. He's putting that in the rear view and finding his groove.
Embiid, a screen on Brunson. Maxey passes to Embiid. And some solid defense from Towns. Now Brunson. Buries it down low. Brunson's got 12 points in the game.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Maxey against Brunson. And it's Maxey missing.
Nothing going his way. Boy, it feels like he's forcing it and to no avail.
Here's Towns. The shot misses. Embiid with the nice defensive effort. Maxey on the wing. Pass to Embiid. Boy, it's been a while, but he finally gets one to go. Embiid's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Maxey against Brunson. Towns outside. Let's go with a 3. That shot off the mark. And so it's the New York Knicks going into the break up 12. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the 3rd quarter right after this.
Glad to have you with us. So far, it's been a dismal performance for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Well, their problems start on the backboard, and it's not just a few unlucky bounces. It's an activity, Shaq.
Which is something you can fix if you want to, but I'm not seeing a lot of want to from them.
Taking a look at the situation for the Philadelphia 76ers. I'll get straight to it, Kenny. Is this a must-win game for them?
They might not want to admit it, Ernie, but this is a must-win game. I look at this team and I think if they drop this one, it's going to get into their heads and they're not coming back.
Stop it, Kenny. It's not over yet. They know how to respond when their backs are against the walls.
Well, I guess we'll just have to see how it plays out, huh? That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the 3rd quarter.
Happy to have you back with us for the Eastern Conference semifinals on 2K Sports. You look at Jalen Brunson in this game, he's been everywhere.
And if he felt any pressure coming into this game, he sure hasn't shown it. What a sensational start.
Boy, he has been locked in, all about business, just going out there and doing what he does best.
New York leading by 12. So on the floor for the Knicks, they've got Karl Anthony Towns. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Hart in at the power forward position. And that one's good for Brunson.
Yeah, simply stated, Jalen Brunson filling it up right now. There are no signs that he's slowing down anytime soon.
Here's Barlow. He's covered by Hart. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Outside Anunoby. Down low. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Towns passes to Anunoby. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Here's Edgecombe. Pass to George. Stolen by Bridges. Here's Brunson. Double team on Towns. Three-pointer, Bridges. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Over Towns. Inside. Embiid gets the advantage.
Yeah, how many 7-footers can do that off the dribble? It's a tiny list.
Pass to Towns from outside the arc. And again, the Knicks missing.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Here's Embiid. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got his 6th rebound on the night. Anunoby passes to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns. And he's now got the double-double.
We understand he's the leader of this offense. They look to get him the ball every chance they get.
Screen by Embiid. Oh, and Towns with the block.
This is exactly what you need from Karl Anthony Towns on the defensive end.
Towns, a screen on Maxey. Kicks it out, Towns. 5 to shoot. Here's Bridges. Soft touch off the glass. Bridges has got 8.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Both teams deciding to change it up. 3 minutes gone now in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Maxey. To the inside. Here's Drummond. Uses the glass on the layup. Give him 8 points now.
Well, if you're that size and you're Andre Drummond, be aggressive and assertive in the paint. I'm going to dictate the action inside, he says.
Robinson finds Hart. And he drives in. Stolen by Drummond. Grimes, the pass to Maxey. Pass to Oubre for 3. Kept alive. Drummond. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
This guy's been great, no doubt about it, but it hasn't been enough to get them where they want to be.
Hart passes to Bridges. And Grimes pulls it down. 76ers trail by 15. Here's Oubre. Hart with the defensive effort. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for New York. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. And the basket by Bridges.
Oh, Mikal Bridges with the big-time strength on that finish.
To the middle. Here's Grimes. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got 6 rebounds in the game. And Hart with a basket on the assist from Bridges. And it's 6 points for Josh Hart.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Outside Grimes. Fires for three. The rebound by Shamet.
He's trying to flip the script here, but guys, he cannot find any level of consistency.
Hart can't hit. 76ers trail by 19. Barlow passes to Grimes. For three, Maxey. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got rebound number 7 tonight. Hart finds Bridges. Up top, Robinson. Pass to Hart. Shot clock at 5. The three. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And here's Oubre from the arc. The shot won't fall. Knicks leading by 19. Alvarado outside. Robinson passes to Bridges. Here's Shamet. He's covered by Oubre. Three-pointer. Rebound by Philadelphia. Outside Grimes. Pass to Drummond. Now Maxey to stop the drought. The rebound by Shamet.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
And it's Bridges with the jam.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
Outside Oubre. Back to Maxey. Looking to get back on track. And he lays it up and in. Maxey's got his second basket of the game.
Sometimes the D likes to get physical with Maxey, but he has no back down in him.
Edwards, he's checked in for the Sixers. Watford comes in for Tyrese Maxey. Clarkson's checked in for New York. McBride comes in for Mikal Bridges. Knicks leading by 19. Up top, Robinson. Pass to Hart. There's the three. Nails it from 3. Hart's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, you see teams concede the 3 to Josh Hart at times. This guy's growing more and more confident.
Inside. Here's Grimes. It's hauled in by Robinson.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
McBride passes to Alvarado. Now it's Hart. Clock at 6. Oubre with a steal. And now the Sixers on the break. Here's Drummond. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Drummond's got 12 points in the game.
This is what we call strength from a veteran big man. Andre Drummond, no stranger to taking punishment and scoring through it.
Outside Grimes. The three. It's hauled in by Robinson.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And it's Clarkson missing. 76ers trail by 20. It's Edwards on the wing. And so it looks like the Sixers will retain possession here.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
New York making a switch here. Anunoby's checked in. The shot. Ooh, poked away. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Knicks. Edgecombe, he's checked in for Grimes. New York leading by 20. Outside McBride. Alvarado outside. Beyond the arc. McBride can't get it to go.
It's amazing the success they've had with him shooting this way. 0 for the night.
And here's Watford. Pass to Edgecombe. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Plays like that, so easy for him. Alvarado, the pass to Anunoby.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
OG Anunoby, such a nice blend of power and skill. You see it right there.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. That free throw misses.
I mean, to me, every NBA team is looking for players just like OG Anunoby. Elite defensively, can guard multiple positions, and boy, he'll give you some things offensively.
Looking at who's out there now for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid comes in for Drummond, and it's George in for Oubre. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Towns, he's checked in for Robinson. Watford the pass to Embiid. Looking to end this cold spell. Lays it up and banks it in. Embiid's got 10.
Yeah, getting aggressive in the paint. Look at Joel putting his size to work.
Alvarado, the pass to Towns. Back to Alvarado. Outside Anunoby. No good with the triple.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
And then Embiid with the dunk.
Tremendous lead pass. Boy, that makes your teammates happy, folks.
Pass to Towns. And Embiid with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Embiid touched it last. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Oh, you could feel the playoff intensity in that block. He's playing some extra aggressive defense out there.
Tyrese Maxey's checked in for Philadelphia. And a switch here also for New York. Brunson's checked in. Three on the clock. Not going to go that time. Some solid defense from Maxey. 76ers trail by 15. And stolen by Brunson. Here's Towns. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 4 assists in the game.
Boy, hard to operate any more efficiently than this guy has this quarter.
Maxey against Brunson. Maxey with it. Pass to Embiid. With 4 on the clock. And some solid defense from Towns. And so it's New York, leading by 17 at the end of the period. Tough to run with them. They get the ball up the court so fast. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And welcome back, folks, for more Eastern Conference semifinal action. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's George. And it's Barlow in at the 4. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
You know, things haven't clicked for him offensively, but other guys around him, give them credit. They're filling in the gaps.
They get the rebound. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Brunson passes to Shamet. Back to Brunson. Over Maxey. And it's Brunson missing.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
To the paint. Here's Embiid. Oh, Embiid punishing the basket.
Yeah, smart play there by Maxey. Opening things up for someone with the pick and roll.
Outside McBride. Brunson passes to Anunoby. New York again can't hit. 76ers trail by 13. stolen by Anunoby. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Brunson finds Towns. Now Anunoby. Pass to Shamet. 5 to shoot. Rebound by Philadelphia. Barlow's got rebound number 7 tonight. George passes to Maxey. Now here's Embiid. Three-pointer. The Knicks with the rebound. Towns is just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. McBride with it. Picked up by Embiid. And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot. He's off on the first. And Philadelphia making a change here. Oubre's checked in. New York also changing it up. Robinson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. And Hart subbed in for Shamet. He hits the second from the line. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. To the middle. Here's Barlow. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Boy, off a great pass there. That is just a matter of finishing strong.
Brunson passes to Robinson. Here's Edgecombe. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Philadelphia needs to get off a shot. And here's Maxey outside. And Anunoby pulls it down. Anunoby's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside Hart. Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by Oubre. George outside. Back to Oubre. Philadelphia moving it around. Maxey surveys. Tries to break his ice. Oh, he's finally able to knock one down.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Hart with a screen on Maxey. Unloads. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
Folks, look out, because Jalen Brunson has caught his rhythm on the offensive end, and that typically means a long night for your opponent.
Anunoby against George. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. McBride on the wing. Maxey covering. Outside Anunoby. Up top Robinson. Pass to Brunson. Driving inside. Outside McBride. Hart with a screen on Maxey. Back to Hart. From behind the arc. It's rebounded by Edgecombe. Edgecombe's got 5 rebounds tonight. For 3, George. It's hauled in by Robinson.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Back to Brunson. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
For 3, George. That doesn't go either for George. New York leading by 12. Outside Brunson. Anunoby on the wing. And again, the Knicks missing.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
Maxey, that's good.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. And some changes here for New York. Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for Robinson, and it's Bridges in for McBride. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. George against Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Shot clock at 5. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. Now Philadelphia with it. They're on an 11-3 run. Oubre finds Maxey. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Maxey's got 9 points now in the second half.
Making a slick move off the dribble to get the easy 2.
Pass to Brunson. Back to Hart. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. And again, the Knicks missing.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
Here's Edgecombe. And stolen by Brunson. Here we go, all alone. Pass to Hart. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Anunoby. The 3 ball. And George with some nice D. Outside Oubre. Here's Edgecombe. He's covered by Hart. Yes, it's good. And now just a 5-point New York lead.
I just love the ball movement.
Pass to Hart. Towns, left side. Count it. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries.
They're not rolling like they were earlier. The bucket's a little harder to come by.
Maxey against Brunson. Outside Maxey. Over Brunson. And it's Maxey missing. Knicks leading by 7. Left side, Anunoby. Hart finds Anunoby. And here's Brunson. Maxey covering. Now here's Hart. Out to Bridges. Here's Edgecombe. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Pass to Brunson. Outside Hart. Here's Towns. Shoots from 8. That one goes. Yes, sir. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for New York.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Rebounded by Towns. New York leading by 9. Bridges from 9 feet away. Count it.
Oh, Bridges looks good on that jumper right there, looking pure.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Embiid, he's checked in for Oubre. Alvarado's checked in for New York. Outside Embiid. Off on the layup. And Towns has got the ball here for the Knicks. 22 is their biggest lead. And he slams it down.
Now that Towns is rolling, boy, you just deliver the ball on time and on target, he will do the rest.
Towns against Embiid. Oh, and again, unable to change momentum here. Outside Outside Anunoby. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks. New York will retain possession. Here's Hart. Outside Bridges. Outside Hart. Takes a three.
And that'll wrap up game 3. Now we'll look ahead towards an important game 4 for the Knicks.
You love how they push the ball at every opportunity.
Yeah, they really dictated the pace, and it really paid off.
And with their performance tonight, you have to think this series is all but over.
It's impossible to see it any other way, and I don't think it's going to get past game 4. If this doesn't end in a sweep, I'll be shocked.
And we get spoiled sometimes, but we should take a second to appreciate what a sensational performance this has been for Karl Anthony Towns.
He really influenced the game with his rebounding. Just a stellar performance. With all the work he put in, he's going to sleep well tonight.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Now Towns. Outside Anunoby. 6 to shoot. Now Bridges. He fires. That's off. So New York wins it. And now that they're up 3-0, winning this whole series is well within their grasp.
You think it's on your team?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. That'll do it for this broadcast.
And so here we go, the 76ers to start it. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. We've got Bridges. Hart is out there with Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Brunson in at the point guard position. Now Brunson. After the missed three from Tyrese Maxey. Back to Brunson. And he drops it in from the low post. Brunson's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Knicks. Pass to Embiid. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. They come into this game following a tremendous win on Wednesday.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked. But with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
You have to take advantage of opportunities. That's exactly what they did, and really, that's all you can ask for. Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Now here's Towns. And the layup is good.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
Brunson against Maxey. Makes it off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Takes the three. It's hauled in by Paul George. 76ers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Maxey, no good. Anunoby passes to Hart. Anunoby with it. Now defended by Embiid. Knocked loose. Paul George with the steal. Kicks it out to Maxey. Here's Barlow. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Brunson finds Towns. A three. It's rebounded by Edgecombe. Philadelphia's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Another miss by Maxey.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
Now here's Brunson.
And what's especially hard about defending Brunson, he just plays with so much energy.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws here tonight. He misses the free throw.
And one area where Brunson's improved is in the clutch. He's a monster in crunch time. Nice to have a player you can depend on in those key situations.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Edgecombe. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Unlike most young guards, Edgecombe would rather have it around the rim, doesn't want to just chuck up J's.
Pass to George. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Embiid, and it's off the back rim. No good. New York trailing. Hart finds Brunson. Bridges outside. Brunson against Maxey. And the layup's good off the glass. Brunson's got 5.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
Pass to Barlow. And stolen by Anunoby. Here's Towns. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Here's Barlow. And here's Embiid, defended by Towns. Inside, Paul George with the steal. Here's Barlow. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Continuing to impress as a playmaker. George's ability to facilitate an offense is one of his many strengths.
Towns, a screen on Maxey. Brunson. He's off on that one. Good D by Embiid. 76ers trailing. George, that's a 2-pointer. It's good from the top of the key.
Yeah, Paul George just has absolutely perfect shooting mechanics.
Hart with the screen for Brunson. Hops in the layup for 2. He has 7. So it's Philadelphia now. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. When Karl Anthony Towns was brought up, coach immediately chimed in, saying, yeah, the thing about Towns is the sheer size that he brings. Our guys will have to be physical and make him uncomfortable around the basket to have success. Physicality and aggressiveness will be the key. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Towns, a screen on Maxey. Brunson kicks to Bridges. The kick out to Anunoby. A 3-pointer, no good.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
In the corner, George with it. Shot clock at 6. Again, Philadelphia.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
Paul George with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Philadelphia.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Drummond's checked in for Embiid, and it's Quentin Grimes in for Maxey. Knicks trail by 4. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And the 76ers making a change here. Oubre's checked in. And the call will be against VJ Edgecombe. That's his first foul. Trendon Watford's checked in for Paul George. Clarkson against Oubre. This one for three. Robinson controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Pass to Grimes. It's rebounded by New York. McBride with the ball. Here's Alvarado. Robinson sets a screen for Anunoby. 5 on the clock. Now Clarkson covered by Oubre. Fires from deep. A shot by Clarkson, no good. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Down low, here's Grimes, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 4.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Anunoby passes to Alvarado. Oh, Anunoby in position.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Now Edgecombe. Pass to Grimes. That 3 off the mark.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Anunoby kicks to Clarkson. Now McBride. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Here's Grimes. He's covered by Clarkson. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Stolen by Clarkson. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Here's Alvarado. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
That's a missed opportunity, and that is one he would love to have back.
Watford, that's good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points in close range.
Here's McBride. Hasn't made one yet. 6 to shoot. Stolen. Put it down hard.
Watch out below.
Woo! And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And you want to talk about hang time. Edgecombe is still going up while others are coming down.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Outside Robinson. Here's McBride, defended by Drummond. Here's Alvarado. New York, no good that time either. The 76ers leading by 6. To the inside, stolen by Anunoby. Driving the lane, and it's Alvarado missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Oubre. Good.
Great ball movement there.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Edwards, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Landry Shamet's checked in for the Knicks. Knicks trail by 9. 1:09 left to play here in the first. Clarkson outside. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. For 3, Oubre. Robinson pulls it in. Anunoby outside. Going inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
They tried their best to shut down Anunoby, and he'll get a chance at the line due to that over-aggressive defense.
Both free throws good from Anunoby. The 76ers leading by 7.
Thanks for tuning in. We've got some exciting basketball up ahead. This is Brian Anderson. With me, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. And reporting courtside, it's Allie LaForce. Now here's Mitchell. And there's a defensive 3-second call. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. Stolen by Brunson. Fast break. Here comes New York. Adebayo with a steal. To the inside. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And so here is Miami. Hero scanning the floor. On the wing, Mitchell. The 3. Connects from downtown.
And that gets us rolling. Whew, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
Brunson misses. And here's Adebayo. He'll bring it up to the Miami Heat. It's a 3-point game. And that one drops for him.
And with a strong physical profile, Adebayo is willing to battle, always on the interior.
And that one's good, Brunson.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Outside Mitchell. Hero with the bucket.
Yeah, absolutely no hesitation from Hero. He shoots at will from range.
Inside, Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Out of bounds, it'll be Knicks ball.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
And New York has possession. And that one's good. Brunson.
Inside Brunson is pretty deadly, just dropping his shot in.
To the paint. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Towns taking his time here. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
Mitchell's shot is good. Pass to Towns. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to go on Jaime Jaquez.
Man, the defender really went after him.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second one.
And at nearly 7 feet tall, you don't expect Towns to do some of the things he does, like drain threes and make savvy passes, but he's a modern big man.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. New York shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And he knocks down the first one.
I consider Mikal Bridges a high motor player. He's always ready to turn up his energy if he thinks it will help him get the better of him.
Now here's Hero. Here's Jaquez. Sinks the tray.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And Brunson, here we go. Got a piece of it. Hero, right side. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And here they come. Bridges with it. Picked up by Powell. Bridges misses. Heat leading by 4. Here's Hero. Left side, Jaquez. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
So both teams making some changes here. Here's Anunoby. Boom! He jams it straight down.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Three-pointer Yakachonis. And he buries his first look.
If you give him that kind of separation, oh, he's going to take full advantage.
Stolen. Hero on the wing. To the middle. Outside Jaquez. Pass to Yakachonis. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Screen by Robinson. Here's Anunoby. And that one is hammered home.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Now here's Alvarado. Three-pointer, Bridges. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Miami out in front, leading by 5. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Miami.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Here's Clarkson, and he's off on his first shot of the game. Pass to Yakichonis. Hero left side from outside the arc. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Smooth shot by Hero. Notice how he doesn't rush himself.
Clarkson outside. Off target with the 3. On the break. Here's Jaquez. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. 6 to shoot. Down low. Here's Yakichonis. And it's New York with a rebound. It's hard on the wing. New York working the ball around now. Here's Shamet. Still without a bucket. Screen by Robinson. To the inside. Comes up empty down low. Heat leading by 8. Pass to Ware. Robinson with a double. Here's Yakichonis. And here's Ware. Hero outside. The 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Here's Hart. And here's Alvarado. New York, no good that time either.
Oh, that's a shot he's got to hit. Brick.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to talk it over with his guys.